Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Maybe we shouldn't freak out just yet. But anyway, something to talk about. But listen to what Reynoso says. It's in Spanish, so I'll tell you what he's saying.
Pues los rivales son los mismos. Crawford está sonando para septiembre o para mayo. Ya también está por ahí Jake Paul. Todo lo que sea negociable y pueda hacer lo mejor para la carrera de Saúl es lo que se va a trabajar.
Okay, listen to it again.
Pues los rivales son los mismos. Crawford está sonando para septiembre o para mayo. Ya también está por ahí Jake Paul.
So he's saying in September is Crawford, but also Jake Paul in May.
Lo que sea negociable y pueda hacer lo mejor para la carrera de Saúl es lo que se va a trabajar.
And that bottom line is that they're going to negotiate for the best fight in Jake Paul in May, Crawford in September. All right. So I guess we can relax. But one thing about Jake Paul and Canelo, two fighters, two walks of life, which is going to result in these two individuals making the most money they've ever made in their life. Word on the street is Canelo's set to make up to $300 million fighting Jake Paul. Now, you can say, where's your source? All I'm hearing is something about Jake Paul and his performance with Mike Tyson and Netflix, and the Netflix understanding Canelo and what he brings to the table. And he could be making, when you look at, when the dust settles, Canelo could walk away with up to $300 million. That's crazy. Now, do I think that's a kind of inflated number? I do, but you just never know, man. But I know for a fact, Canelo's going to make the most money he's ever made. And it could look like it's just, a starting point is $150 million. Now, you remember, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao and the type of money those guys made. You already know the numbers that Floyd made 300-something, Pacquiao over 100-something. There was a lot of money made. So don't act like Canelo can't make this $300 million payday. Nonetheless, you can't even be mad at Canelo. I mean, he's an exhibitionist now, is how I feel. But the bottom line is, Eddie Hearn and others are coming out and talking about it. And even Eddie Hearn said,
Canelo, Jake Paul, do you know anything about that at all?
No, I get it. I think it's a huge fight. It generates a lot more money than Canelo Crawford, which some fight fans might not like, but that's the truth of the situation. You've got two superstars there from different walks of life in Canelo and Jake Paul. And Canelo don't care. Like, Canelo goes, just give me the money, I'll fight anyone you want. And obviously, to fight Jake Paul, it's going to be extremely attractive, considering it will probably be his biggest payday ever.
See what I'm saying? It's all about the money when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. And people can be, upset if they want and be sour about Canelo fighting Jake Paul, but hey, look, Canelo's doing what he wants to do. He doesn't care who he fights as long as he gets paid. And a lot of these guys out here, boxing fans, I see people on their phone, checking their Twitter, checking their Facebook. People out here on the different websites just trying to find out what the hell is going on. If it's true or not, look, man, there's some truth to it, man. And bottom line, it's a huge fight, huge money. And Canelo he's an exhibitionist now, okay? And that's what you can expect him to continue doing. And as long as there's a demand to see Canelo fight and to put big money in his pocket, he's going to continue to do that. So y'all don't sit there, man, and get all frustrated anymore. Look, Canelo and Jake Paul, they're not the same. But it's getting to a point to where you can almost put them and slot them in the same space. Okay? Where they're just guys who are products of the machine, products of the company, and they're going into situations that can generate the most money for everyone involved. Now, of course, Jake Paul is not Canelo, but as far as the direction Canelo seems to be going with his career right now, it's kind of like with Jake Paul. There's a demand to see Jake Paul, there's a demand to see Canelo. There's a whole lot of money for this guy Jake Paul to fight, a whole lot of money for Canelo to fight. Jake Paul must win, Canelo must win. So in this fight, no details have come out. Supposed to be an officially sanctioned bout, but don't be surprised if the shit comes out to where there's no record, it doesn't affect their records. Bottom line is, man, the truth of the situation, it just makes more money than Crawford and Canelo. So it is what it is. But Crawford and Canelo could still happen later this year. But the sticking point again, like I said in another video, could be the weight. Anyway, keep cool. $300 million payday. Netflix. Jake Paul looking at what he did with Mike Tyson. So there is no A-side bullshit going on here where Canelo dictates nothing. I don't think Canelo is... that whole Netflix thing is kind of an unfair gauge as far as Jake Paul's pay-per-view prowess. You know what I'm saying? Because Netflix is all over the world and people just have to click on Netflix and watch it. And nobody paid for it. If you have Netflix, you didn't have to order the damn fight. But nonetheless, I'm not the numbers guy behind all that. But what I will say is it really helped Jake Paul with his negotiations and being able to bring a fight together with Canelo. And it also got Canelo's ears to perk up in them spidey senses to say, shit, waste my time with Crawford in a fight I could lose and go fight Jake Paul where I'm going to make, up to $300 million. And to be honest, there's no need to even talk about Crawford anymore. I'd do the same thing. But as a boxing fan, I got to keep it real. Canelo is making huge money and basically an exhibition bout. Keep cool, I'm in the breeze.